Hello and welcome to FatNinja Gaming. I'm Liam Barrett and I didn't come up with that name. VR is meant to be the future of gaming, which is weird for me because whenever I think about it, I'm 12 again. Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, Sony's PlayStation VR, all the people behind these plus 20 pieces of head armor would really like you to remember there was a time when you wanted to look for a visor and forget you were in your bedroom. But there's one key name missing from this list: Microsoft. Virtual reality was a key part of their marketing strategy for the Xbox One back in 2016 at E3. But since then, not a peep. It's weird. Sony gave us Resident Evil 7 to be served up to the gods of VR, and Microsoft can't even give us a Halo tech demo. The only place we think the answer might lie here is with the discontinuation of the Kinect. We make jokes about the Kinect, we make fun of the games, we say things like we expected it to call us Dave at any minute, but I don't think it really lands with people just how much of a folly this thing was. Microsoft ceased production of the Kinect in October last year. Earlier this year, they stopped making the adapters for it. It was once the future, and they killed it dead in 4 months. First revealed at E3 in 2009 and then fully revealed the next year. The Kinect went on to sell 35 million units worldwide, and I can see why. For all of Nintendo's talk about making gaming a more physical, interactive experience with the Wii, they still couldn't bring themselves to get rid of controllers. Microsoft decided to take a crack at the final frontier. It was derivative, but if they'd have pulled it off, it could have been definitive. They didn't pull it off. The technology just wasn't there. To be fair, it wasn't there for the Wii either, but Xbox's core user base had been trained to regard anything with a Nintendo logo on it as a toy. They expected more, and they didn't even get more of the same. They just got a bunch of sub-Wii dreck tied to a peripheral that never, ever worked properly. I can rattle off 5 Wii games that makes that system worth owning. I can't give you one unironic reason to own a Kinect. The most fun I ever had with it was the day I accidentally discovered it responded to Sexbot. They knew this thing was dead when the Xbox One launched in May 2014. It came with a bunch of features only accessible through a Kinect, and they gave you the option to buy one without it. The Xbox One S and the Xbox One X, and don't even get me started on the naming conventions of this thing, didn't even bother with a dedicated port for it. Hence the need to produce separate adapters for it in the first place. The more I look at it, the more I feel that pride was the only thing that kept this thing going as long as it did. Microsoft went all in on something new, and it was a laughingstock. It's like they were desperate to get some kudos out of it before they pulled the plug. And when they realized that wasn't and was likely never coming, they gave up. Microsoft's official line is that this discontinuation will free up time and resources to develop more highly requested accessories for the platform, which may as well be code for "we're making VR, lads, don't worry." And who knows? Maybe this is an instance of the official line being the real one. And a year from now, maybe they'll debut a piece of kit that takes every other VR headset out the back and gives it a good seeing to. Hit subscribe down below to make sure you stay updated with all future FatNinja gaming content.